Hello and welcome back to the North South. Murder suspect Shu here, because apparently I was suspected of murder last time we did this. Fun day, you know, it's the fourth day of school, I have learned nothing, and now I'm accused of murder. That is what every kid wants, right, when they start a new school. So, the only thing I have to do is then obviously prove myself innocent. In the process, proving that a fellow student did in fact commit murder. Which also isn't a very positive thing, because that means everyone is capable of killing me, and I wouldn't like that. So yeah. Well, I say, we lost 2 of the, what was it, 15 kids? Truth bullets, I have to look at that afterwards. Were we 15? I believe we were 15 kids. Yes! We're 13 now. Concerned. We're running out of kids. I am one of them. So this was... Okay, so... Since we are kids and don't know anything about the body, we get given the information. Estimated death of 1:30 AM. Discovered in my room. Problem. And it took place in my bathroom. Cause of death, a stab wound to the abdomen, and a fractured wrist. Me not being an actual detective, but having just played multiple detective games, I know exactly how to do this. I talked to literally everyone, pointed everything, and tried to mix things together. It has to work. Chiro, how are you feeling? Aren't you going to help investigate, Chiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with that. Fair enough. If anything, we should probably cover it up. Maybe? No, hey! I seriously don't want to die here! I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is, just get me out of here! The hero doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigation right now. Yeah, nah, they're not of use. And delete. Now, the logical thing would probably go straight to my room and check the bathroom. So, of course, what I will do instead is talk to everyone I can meet in the way. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating that. Oh, I don't have a choice. Dying. So, I headed to my room, where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. I already did that, haven't I? Well, 2 gods and Kyoko. Fair enough. I'll start with my notepad. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now, because no one wrote that. Camera. A surveillance camera. The mastermind must be using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening, they just keep on watching. Probably with some popcorn or something like that. My lint roller, I remember, it had been used. Huh. Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. So I can see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little. That's a very nice way of looking at it. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. Shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too, but on top of that, some of the gold coating has come off parts of the blade and the handle. Yet the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So, that I just viewed gold on that sword as glitter from the first moment that was mentioned. So I kind of just... Was this used to clean up whatever gold coating that is? Because whoever got that on them, it would be covered in it at this very moment. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it. So this must be my room key. If I remember correctly. Oh, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. Okay, I'm gonna have to be honest, but I think I was kind of semi-happy that Sayaka died, because I no longer had to do the voice I gave Sayaka. Especially because Sayaka spoke so much, and that voice apparently did mess with my throat a bit too much. But even now, after death, Sayaka haunts me. Oh well. When we switch rooms, we switch keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key in a room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? Or even worse, let someone in. No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Suspicious. After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Right? Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in her when we switched rooms. But how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So, how did a killer... Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Could I take a look at the trash? No, I can't. Anything? Oh, there's a lot. Okay. There was a lot more to look at than I thought. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it. I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. If only they weren't soundproof that we got tested on the very first day with the dormitories. Then I probably would have heard something. But no, they had to be soundproof so that we can easily kill each other in the room. Stupid. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Nice! Ideal setting for murder, that's a good thing, I guess. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Your ammo is increasing steadily. Please don't shoot me. So I will assume that... Oh, there are so many signs of struggle. Bed! There gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Yeah, what did happen? And then there's wall, probably the same as the floor. There's scratches and gouges under my walls and bed. Is that... yeah, okay, it's the evidence of struggle. Yep. Yeah, thank you, Sakura. Thank you for the information I know. Okay, is there anything... Well, let's take a look at this just in case. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used? Yeah, okay, it's sword again. Huh? Oh wait, no, never mind, it was actually relevant. There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you'd do is unsheath it. A heavy sheet like that would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. Or, you know, you can use it in the other hand if you're capable of holding both. And just whack him with it, you know. You wouldn't expect blunt force trauma when you're being sliced up by a sword. And then again, if it's a bad replica, you would probably get blunt force trauma from the sword as well. So why are there scratches on the sheet? Nice! Replica sword sheet has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's also the slight possibility of you pulling sword out of sheet to strike and kill other person. There's a convenient sheet right here next to me. I'll probably use this to not get killed. I don't know. It's my room. This is gonna be a mess to clean up. Monokuma, can I get Sayaka's room from now on? It has a lock in the bathroom, so it's better than mine to begin with. Sakura, have you seen anything? Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did it. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Well, I appreciate that. You don't just jump to a conclusion just because the murder happened in my room, which only I am supposed to have access to, and no one else has been seen doing anything suspicious. Yeah, I can kind of see how I am suspicious. You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found a dead body. I mean, there's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible. Dirty bastard! Anyone who raised their hands to a woman is a scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. If I ever find this son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. I'm really not good at doing a thug voice. But what if it was a girl that did it? You have blown my worldview. They'll all get sorted out when the time comes. I'll deal with it then. Not now. Well, Kyoko, stop. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. But... what are you doing? You're just kind of squatting. Why? No, I'm asking you because it's not obvious. See, it's not obvious. No, you're poking the ground. That's not searching. She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room. I mean, this looks more like she's just squatting than being down on her knees, but then again, what do I know? I'm just an average Joe student who hasn't been taught anything after going to this school. Ah, okay, that might be. She lost her contacts, obviously. She's gonna be angry now, aren't she? No. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up, straight and said, "Are you a clean freak?" No, I don't think so. But what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time. Interesting. What's interesting? Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Very unusual? Unusual? What do you mean? Search your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really? Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too? Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer? That's the question, isn't it? Nice! Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Yes. I'm not a killer. My room is immaculately clean. No killer would keep their room clean so that no evidence would be found. Oh, wait, damn it. Didn't think about that one. Okay, so rather than being removal of gold coating, it might have then been removing of hair evidence and such. That was useful. But there still has to be some gold-coated clothing at least. I mean, I assume the stuff you get on your body can just be washed away, but clothes are a bit hard to wash away. No. Oh, I can check for spots, other spots later. But I want to check, is there something I'm missing in this room? What am I missing? Is it this one? It's a display stand for the stopwatch on. There was nothing to say about it at all. TV? This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Right now it's just showing the school crest, as it always does. Every single day and time. Anything else I'm missing? Ooh, my drawers. Wait, that's where my weapons are. I mean, I have no other use for them than weapons, so yeah. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this. Yes, seriously. Oh, Mundo. We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then? Not just me, nobody's busted theirs out yet. As far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday. None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. It's like, why the hell would we? Nice! Toolkit has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Anything else I haven't touched yet? I feel blind. That. More floor stretches? No. Wait, is it that I can go past her? Am I allowed to go there? The bathroom. And on the other side of this door. Now it's green! No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her... Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened, mostly because I am being accused of murder and I don't want that to happen. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Wow. It's a really big shower, actually. Sorry, but I'm gonna focus on the fact that this shower is actually rather large. It's bigger than the one I have right now. Why are their showers bigger? I mean, the entire room, dormitory room they have available is bigger than what I have currently. Oh well. I guess that's just how it goes. I mean, the price for having this is obviously the fact that they are locked in here for eternity or potentially be murdered, so... I do prefer the benefits of not having that and smaller room, so very well. The water for the showers gets turned off at night time. Yes, they do. Anything else I can press? Okay, so one, there's Sayaka. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled up the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, would they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. The wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery on her wrist too. It's the gold! Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That'll definitely concern me. Another thing that concerns me is... there's some blood on her left index, but that's it. Why is that blood a mix of the blood color that the game uses and what looks like red? Has she bled red? How is this possible? The palms on both her hands are totally spotless. So I'm on her left finger. Nice! Sayaka's wrist has been added to the Truth Bullet section, and that's why we have a picture of the wrist and her hand with well, I was about to say paint with blood. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, it must have happened earlier. I mean, how could her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? Well, that depends on who kills them, right? If they're really, really horrible, then they would probably continue with some horrid stuff. It's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. I mean, it's a more probable one. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, because when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted a deadly wound. Huh. And the last thing would be this stuff, which I will at this very moment, just immediately due to knowing that she has a bit of blood on her finger, be a dying message. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? Written in blood, with the numbers 11037. Or 11,037, depending on how you look at it. Did Sayaka do this? And that should be it from this room. Very well. Thanks for the info. It looks like you found it. Right, Marco. The bloody numbers. That most likely Sayaka's dying message. Aha! I was right. Bloody numbers? I've never seen something written in blood before. Really was her final message? It's as if she wrote it with life itself. You often talk like an aspiring poet. But the numbers she wrote, what are they? 11,037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location, while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result? Think about it. You're not going to tell me. You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not gonna tell me. So you already know the answer, but you'll hide it. Fine by me. Dying message has been added to the truth bullet section. Another bullet for my invisible gun. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who's better to ask than the ultimate programmer? There's one thing I wanted to ask you about. You know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Got broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck? Get stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Nice! Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken door. The doorknob? Didn't notice? Oh, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob? It's all weird. It's not supposed to be like that. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this? Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that? I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't even have a lock on it. Only girls' bathrooms have locks on them, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently struck with a sudden realization. She shot a question at me. I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it? Interesting. She had a slightest hint of smirk on her face. I got a sense that she was really starting to get into all this. And that clears that up. Huh? Oh, what clears what up? I'm so lost. Well, see you later. As if I've forgotten I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added to the retrievable section of your handbook. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also should look into the DVD site I got. If I get dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. They'll even talk about this. Well, first of all, I want to check one thing. How many bullets have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 bullets. 2 more and I have a bullet for each student, and that includes me. Then again, these are evidence, so I don't think they work in the same way. If anything, I need to know. Oh, hi, Byakuya. You're still so tall. You're a tall one. Why? So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is absolutely true. Are you still you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? Yep. The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms. She's dead because of me. Then it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. That's really true. Then You're rude. I don't like you. Now, let's see. That's my room. Wait, they've officially been switched now, haven't they? Right? Because if I go back in here now... this is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Yes, they have switched them around now. This is officially my room now. Woohoo! I don't have to clean! I have the completely wrong priorities there, but still, I don't have to clean. I am happy. This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Your nameplate has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. I have proof of the switcheroo. Woohoo! This means this is now officially my room. I have a bathroom with a lock, and I have a really pretty bed. Now, DVD. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. And all those crumpled paper beneath it, but we don't look at those. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. Leave the area. Yes, please. Now, let's see. I will go towards this corridor. I'll take a look into the trash room, because, well, as Mondo mentioned, one could have already thrown away some evidence, so there might be something in there, and then wander out to the cafeteria, where I assume the murder weapon came from, because it was a kitchen knife of sorts. Stop. Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Yeah. Yeah, no, the nameplate's been switched. But it's still considered my room according to that. So is this a... Do I still have to have this room later? I don't like that. You bring up a good point. Hey, Hifumi.
Very strange. Mr. Nagy, what was Miss Maisona doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room.
Do you really think I'm guilty? But also, thank you, yeah. Another one who brings up the point that, yeah, trash room. Take a look in the trash room. Something probably is in the trash room. Enter trash room. Rather, I've never been in here, I believe. Oh, it's a big... Oh, it's blocked off. Why is it blocked off? I only have 2 parts to look at. Okay, you are number 1. There's a hatch on the floor. Rattle, rattle, rattle. I don't want budge. It must be locked. Ooh, a coin. And then there's this stuff. There's a sturdy gate. No way to get past it.
It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this?
How do you get this gate open?
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Cleaning duty?
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Who's in cleaning duty?
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Cleaning duty has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Somehow it was a bit too much fun to just do that Monokuma line repeated over and over and over again. And that proves that Monokuma is specifically made for that one purpose of just saying that. And the start line of the end of your line. So that's all those talk to. Laundry. Well, cafeteria. Show me what weapons you got. Has to be some weaponry. Let's see, we have Aoi, and that's about it. Hello, Aoi. Ina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. I've been taking a break since we started. This is all first for me. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing here. I mean, I didn't have a better idea. I'm also one of the people accused of the murder. Then again, I do believe I'm doing quite well, actually. I know what I mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me calm down. So, I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around. Tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Huh. Am I allowed to go back there? I've never been back there. Last time I tried, I was stopped because I was waiting for others. Oh, there's a lot of food in here.
And there's a missing knife. Bitches.
There's a bunch of vegetables all piled up. I don't see anything noteworthy about it. Any of it. But there was a coin among them. That's not healthy.
Camera.
There's a surveillance camera in the kitchen too. Knowing Monokuma would be watching me, there's no way I could concentrate on cooking anything. Seriously? I like, when I'm cooking, I wouldn't mind at all him watching. That's not a problem. There's a rather large kitchen. Would be nice to cook in it. There are all kinds of kitchen knives, huh? Big to small, but then suddenly you have medium to huge instead of medium to large to huge. That's wrong. It looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or... I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen knife set has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Just because... Anything else I can look at? Nope. We're leaving the kitchen. Well, apparently... Aoi was there, so... Aoi, do you know anything? Hey, so, did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall? Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappeared like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning? Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So, when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, All the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and I went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. They were saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall. Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall. Someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Alice's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your notebook, or of your handbook. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? Hey! What? Of course not, I would never! Suspicious ... You know, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. No, that is not a very nice way of saying it. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. You're gonna look very foolish when I prove that it wasn't me. And hopefully prove it's the bear, but I assume it's not gonna be the bear, because the bear has been very clear about how he's gonna deal with this, and that is by not actually doing anything himself. Because that's not entertaining. Now, you talked about cleaning duty. Or, well, the room, so maybe you know about it. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty.
Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. What do you ask?
Aha, suspicious. Well, more of kind of obvious, but you telling that I would not touch it. But why does only Hifumi know about cleaning duty? Or does other people know about it? Is it like day by day that they switch it, or is it he is the official cleaning duty student? Because that would be kind of boring. He's the only one who has the task. I don't have a task. Why don't I have a task? I want a task. It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me... Oh, no, that's Hifumi still.
It just so happens Monokuma attacked me yesterday and asked me to take care of it.
Huh. Well, that answered my question, kind of.
Without someone in cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I firmly applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but that's what happened. I hadn't had a chance to get started.
And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open a gate in front of the trash room.
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Okay, and that explains the entire cleaning duty scenario. Fair enough. Though we didn't designate the person for cleaning duty until day 3, which I would claim is a bit late. Fair enough. Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going through all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? Well, Byaku, my good friend, that is most definitely because Monokuma wants to make evidence disposal even harder or more suspicious towards the very person who's currently on cleaning duty, as they are the only person completely capable of disposing of evidence 100%. Depending on what the evidence is. If it is an icicle, after all, you can just kind of melt it in a sink and boom, it's gone. That does seem more convenient. Actually. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. Yes, I see you listening to me when I speak to your mind directly, but then you take it as your own thought. Clearly. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. But boring? Anyway, more important than that. Hey, Fatty, why do you want a cleaning duty gig anyway?
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
Liar! I know why you did that. You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
There's still, yeah, there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. We'll get tired of 2D and then turn to...
I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them, from picking up the trash to disposing of it.
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it?
That's not how it's supposed to.
Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you.
What? So now you suddenly want to join my party. Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet.
I see, I can trigger Hifumi's flag. Interesting. Does the potato chip bag in my collection entice you? Oh, we can bring that up later.
I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss.
Hifumi, could you just kind of mention some past traumas you have that I may or may not be able to deal with? Because we have no villages in the vicinity, we're stuck in the school, and the closest we have to a boss would either be Monokuma, which I cannot touch in any way. I will apparently get killed from that. And the second up would be Sakura, who I also have no intentions of trying to compete with. I believe you would be on the same line. No? Okay. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
Oh, okay.
So easy. So if I headed down to the trash room. That was easier than I thought it would be. Nice.
You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They say he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. For him and Rita, they found themselves a way out.
Whatever, please just hurry up.
Okie dokie, leave it to me.
Hifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then... it opened.
However, Mr. Nagy, surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along!
No! I just wanted to see if the actual killer tried to destroy any evidence or not.
The actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world.
Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking.
Suspicious!
So what are all the things I can look at? Okay, we'll look at this first. A green button and a yellow button. There's no doubt they're related to the big mechanism. Big mechanism. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now.
You see the green and yellow button next to the mouth of the incinerator? It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duties, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange, I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of the fairy.
Hifumi, do you realize what you just said?
Eh? The fairy?
No, you said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off.
Ah yes, about that. There can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory. Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on that. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yeah!
So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Nice! Incinerator has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. And then we have this thingamajig. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball. Just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, is that?
Do you know what it is?
They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish.
No. This is a clear glass ball. Those were yellow tinted-ish and they would have a star in them. And I do believe they're to a very high degree indestructible. So, no, I don't believe it's the wishing balls.
Yeah, I'm kidding aside.
Oh, okay. You weren't serious.
It's the kind of thing you might see on a big city screen corner. Gaze into it, and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy.
Fair enough. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. The person who's currently praying to every entity it can figure out. They should all still be in the gym. Better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, because this was turned on. There's a ball lying here, right next to the big button. Gee, I wonder if the ball might have been broken in an attempt to turn this on. What are you?
There's blood.
There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. The evidence. It looks like a burnt piece of something. It's something.
A burnt piece? Like a hunk of burning lamp.
Huh? Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth under shape. It's part of a sleeve from a button-up shirt. When I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means... This is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. There are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. But it's a start. A burnt shirt piece has been added to the true bullet section of your handbook.
This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was there last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards of burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Nagy? Will you be confessing soon?
Why me?
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one.
Sounds like he's living out one of his comic fantasies. You want to talk?
Nay, Mr. Nagy, you seem a little down.
Really? You continuously accuse me of murder. I wonder why I would, seem a bit down.
If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime. I've got all kinds of stuff that might help you cheer up.
Okay, here for me, I'll be leaving you here with the burning inferno of an incinerator. Enjoy. No, he's conveniently close to the incinerator, actually. Good for him, I guess. So, let's see. You're not wearing a button-up shirt. That is a button-up shirt. What am I wearing? Where's the mirror? Maybe I am the killer. Actually, before that, nope, going this way. This way for the gymnasium. And that's where we're going. Well, with how you are, I just assume automatically you have a button-up shirt behind there, but then again, how could you? It's a murder. You have a second, Makoto. I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right? Well, it just so happens... Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget Beam! What's a little Beam? I didn't know he would be that kind of person. Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. I was really not ready for him to come with the Bossarero beam. What is this place? Never remember which room this is. Oh, it's this room. Oh, Celeste is in there. Hi, Celeste. What's up? So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
No.
Ah, so annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into. The trash room? I've been there! It's the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there is one little problem. Which is... that place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot in there. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. That's... fair enough. Fair enough. Also, I don't believe we would need 12 people to show up in the same place. Actually, AV room. I'm going to the AV room first, because then I can check out the video. Is anyone else going to be in here? Probably not. Nope. Okay, let's see. I assume this is the part I look at to watch the video then. Should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. Except that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers. Yes, Sayaka is indeed the ultimate pop sensation. Apparently. But then what? Oh dear. Suddenly the room went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh dear. That's a bit more tragic than the one I got. I mean, I just had my own living room torn apart and my family just not there. What the? I had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that is the figures of the other girls who had all simply left. Yes, fell apart. I would say this is more than falling apart. I really hope that this image is just meant to be a representation of the fact that the idol group has been broken. If not, concern. Monokuma, these videos were supposed to be motive for us to want to kill others. You have now given someone a reason to not return. There is literally nothing to return to. What could possibly have made it go to pieces? Well, maybe the centerpiece disappeared, I will assume. Look for the answer after graduation. Ah, I see. That's the motive. To figure out why they broke off, why the entire group just tore apart. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? It wasn't real, right? Super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get them? If that really happened. If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Well, clearly a mechanical bear. Of course. You don't mess with mechanical bears. Mechanical bears mess with you. Jim. Actually, no, nope, wrong button. Report card. Let's see. I just want to check now. So I've talked to him. I have talked to you, and just trying to go. Is there Toko I haven't seen? Yeah, Toko is the one I haven't seen. Can I check the map? No, that isn't. I'm in the wrong place to check that map. Oh well, we're going in here. We have questions. Hiro about the numbers, and you about the random ball, because it's probably yours. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out. I gotta get out now. I had enough. Gotta break free. Hiro, snap out of it. Yeah. Huh? Makoto? What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah, that's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the hell? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. It's not unbreakable. It's clearly broken. So, how did it break? This is actually just made of glass and a crystal. Did that guy totally juke me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. That's a very odd order of people having owned it. Sure. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Now, Yasuhiro, let's think about this for a moment. You had that ball for a little bit, and how did that go for you? You got stuck into this school and not able to escape. Do you think it was real? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belongs to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room. The very powerful crystal ball that apparently can control the world. Interesting. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Update. Shadow Crystal Ball has been updated in the triple section of your handbook. Yes. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from the fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for it. Ah, that's not good. But I have to talk to Chihiro about the numbers. Numbers!
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. What do we say we just get started? It's time for the long-awaited last trial. Now then, allow me to point a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. Ah, it's the door that's always locked. That makes sense. We have a use for it. It was the rattle door. See you soon. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go.
But I wanted to talk to Chihiro. No! Let's check the map. Maybe some of them haven't moved yet. Nope, they've all moved. Yeah. Hallway courtroom. That's unfortunate. Hello? Anyone home? No, elevator. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I never got to talk to you before this started. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Stay up for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Yotaka, I feel like you, of all people, would be someone who adhered to the whole proven until... innocent until proven guilty. Then again, I don't know if that's how it actually goes within your family, but then again, one can never tell. There is a bit too much evidence pointing towards me. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't. I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. Well, I wouldn't say Sayaka knows it that well anymore. Sayaka knew it at some point, but at this point Sayaka doesn't know much of anything. But then, who is the killer? It's one of them. The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay, am I allowed to talk to everyone? Yes, okay. Where is... There you are, Chihiro. I need to ask about the numbers. Sorry, in the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her? Chihiro, the numbers! No! Well, we're gonna go through them all. Well, I did my job in counting. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Okay, give me.
So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Nagi's final curtain call.
Screw you! Very rude. I've been nothing but nice to you, apart from my plans and obviously taking away your cleaning duty task, because I need a task, I don't have a job. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? As ready as I can be. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Yes? Maybe? Can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Well, you at least didn't point that towards me, although you did kind of look angry at me, but then again, that is just general anger, I assume. Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way, so it's over 50%. Kyoko, you seem to be under control, and most definitely have already solved this, it seems, but have no intentions of telling me, because why would you? Let's get started. Sakura! There's no point in standing around her. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Okay, that's weird, sure. Damn, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh? If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Bondo! So, whoever stuck here as hair even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom. Huh. Yes, they did. I assume I have talked to everyone now. Camera. There might be a coin in there. Surveillance camera. I can't waste time on this right now. But coin! I can't think about the monitor right now. I need to concentrate on what's about to happen. Fine. Gate. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin. Good idea. Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right. I said it before. It is up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Saika's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Saika's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage. I can do this! I turned, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. Adventure! The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, it is not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.
You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Not even close, it's total shit!
Okay, everyone find your assigned seat and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. I'm getting bored.
We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were total BS though, because they were standing seats. Obvious lie. Lots of placards, or well, memorials for the fallen. Interesting. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone. Which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow as heavy as we sat there. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly last trial.
Am I about to die?
Save please, yes. Ooh. Pre-trial prep. Got skills. I have skills! What's this class trial that Monokuma mentioned? Can Makoto sweep away the cloud of suspicion surrounding him? Ooh. Increased damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle. Sure. I have a skill now. Even with a dead body laying in this bathroom. Yeah, that's just kind of... Sorry. Okay, so I can learn skills from conversing with people and getting friendly with them. And from getting friendly with them, I can increase my skill threshold, which is currently 11 compared to the 3 I'm using, and I believe I've gotten 1 from my interaction with Chihiro. Something like that, yes. Open e-handbook. Okay, so this is just kind of, I can look through the evidence. There's a lot of evidence. Well, we're just jumping straight into finish preparations. What's the worst can happen? Trial. All right.
Let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. Their votes will determine the result. If you can figure out who done it,
I always like who done it for some reason, I don't know why.
then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackent, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Yeah, we'll now choose to just appreciate the voice acting. He is very intense, I have to say. Also, would love it that worked. I feel like that won't work. Yeah, Mondo has a point.
ちょっといい？議論の前に聞いておきたいんだけど。あれってどういう意味？
死んだからって仲間外れにするのはかわいそうでしょ。友情は生死を飛び越えるんだよ。
That is so sweet and kind of Monokuma. What an asshole.
生死が飛び越える。
それでしたらあの空席は？
Oh, right, there's another empty
私
seat.
たちは15人なのに、なぜ席が16個もあるのですか
16 students.
深い意味はないよ。最大16人収容可能な裁判所っていうだけ。
That was a bit too suspicious. Everything else has been methodically made perfect apart from Makoto's room, which I also for some reason suspect that the door frame was kind of made there for specific reasons. There is another person. After all, who is the bear?
さてと前置きはこれぐらいにしてそろそろ始めようか。
Let's get started. Yes.
事件のまとめからだね。じゃあ議論を開始してください。
Let's begin. I'll prove my innocence. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is and how it isn't me. Hopefully. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is all about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes? As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. Because they have no sense of common decency. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradiction buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets and refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Your truth cylinder connected to your truth gun, which is actually just a gun. Use your mouth to aim and fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullet to blast the right ones. Ah, so this is why this game is an FPS. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Oh dear, I am not good at FPS. I believe I've proven that earlier in my short attempt at Slime Rancher, which is also for some reason slight FPS. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh dear, okay. Bullet time. Make your argument. I didn't do it. Evidence of struggle. Assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Saika Maisuno. Yeah, I know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room. In the bathroom. It seems likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise. Nope. I'm sorry for shooting you. Oops. There's something odd about the last statement. It definitely contradicts what I already know. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? No, I didn't! That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots, so when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the control key. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Yeah, oh, I'm supposed to shoot this thing specifically. Oh god, okay. The murder took place in Makoto's room, yes. In the bathroom, oh no. Surprise would be the one I would actually have shot. Didn't even chance to resist. Yeah, shut up. Counter. Break.
ちょっと待って藤崎さん、僕の部屋の状況を思い出してみてよ。あの部屋の状況からすると争いは間違いなくあったはずだよ。
Oh, wonderful. I believe I'm gonna really enjoy the trials. I get a break from reading everything.
争いって誰と誰ね。
もちろん前園さんと犯人だよ。
じゃあ前園さんはシャワールームにいたところをいきなり襲われたわけじゃなくて、おそらく最初に部屋で襲われ、その後シャワールームに逃げ込んだところで追ってきた犯人に殺されてしまったのでしょう。
現場を見ればすぐにわかることだ。わざわざ説明するまでもない。
ごめんなさい。
じゃあ続きを始めっか。
Oh, right, I still have to shoot.
次は凶器の話だな。
Ah, the murder weapon.
なんだかそれっぽくなってきましたな。
I mean, it is pretty much a real trial here for me. I mean, if I fail now, I'm gonna get killed. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. So I can't choose my bullet, or can I? Kitchen knife set. Okay. I'm ready. So what was used to kill her? Dark objects. Okay. A random knife? No, it wasn't. It was a kitchen knife. You fool! Break.
いや、あの刃物はナイフなんかじゃなくて厨房の包丁だったはずだよ。
あ？包丁だ？
厨房にあった包丁が事件後に1本だけなくなってたんだ。
その包丁が凶器になったということ。ああ、確かにそうかもしんねえな。あの女の腹に刺さってた刃物。よく見ると包丁だな。
I feel like you don't actually have to look very close to see that as a kitchen knife. I feel like that's very obvious even at quite a good distance.
凶器が包丁っつうのは分かったけどさ、だからどうしたっての？つうかさ、結局のところ苗木が犯人なんだろ。
Rude.
そうよ。現場は苗木の部屋だったのよ。これ以上の根拠はないじゃん。
ちょっと待ってよ、僕は。
その結論は議論を進めた後で出しましょう。でないと学級裁判の意味がない。
Thank you, person who I'm fairly certain knows the truth and doesn't want to speak out because I'm supposed to figure it out myself so I can able to deal with it. I don't like that.
けどこれ以上話し合ったってどうせ結論は変わんねって。
I mean, that conclusion. I'm innocent. I swear.
そんなことないわ。議論を続ければきっと突破口は見えてくる。
あ？突破口って？
Oh. No comment. Right, there's got to be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not a killer. Now I have like 10 more bullets in this cylinder that I can shoot at their words when they speak. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please! I don't know what I'm doing. You can concentrate by holding down the mellemrum key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge. And if this gauge empties, you can concentrate. You can't concentrate. Oh no, I can't concentrate during the trial. I'm screwed. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, so just focus it all and any time. Always a count. Okay, let's go. I ran out of focus. I don't know. Yes, of course, I was taking it from the kitchen.
誰もいない時
Here we go. There was someone in there the entire time, including when the knife was removed.
待って、厨房から包丁を持ち出したのは僕じゃないんだ。
Yes, of course I didn't take it from her.
お次は犯人は僕じゃないかしら。言うだけならいくらでもできるわよ。
Rude. They're all rude. None of them want to listen to reason.
証人がいるとしたら。
The power of a witness.
朝比奈さん。
Also, you know, your picture seems to be having a bit of a problem. It's spacing out a
だっ
bit.
て朝比奈さんは言ってたよね。
Well, I went to go get tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. That means I'm innocent!
朝比奈さんが食堂にいる間に亡くなったんだよね。そうだよ。その間僕は食堂に来た。
Yeah, did you ever see me come into the dining hall? I think not.
来なかったと思う。
No, you did not. Oh no, she's being vague. She's not a reliable witness.
苗木は来なかったよ。絶対に。
Thank you.
包丁は朝比奈さんが食堂にいる間に亡くなった。だけどその間、僕は食堂には行ってない。つまり、僕に包丁を持ち出せたはずがないんだ。
No, I'm freaking out on the picture.
だったら
It's not
こういう
healthy.
可能性はどう？そこの水屋バカと苗木誠は共犯関係にあって嘘の証言をしているとか。
She is a romance novelist, so this would be one of those kind of romances of two people just gang together to break out free, united.
水泳バカ？
Oh, right, yeah, no, insults. I completely glossed over the insult.
っていうか、なんで私が共犯者なの？
And she went the other way. Okay, we took each of our approach to priorities on that sentence.
ついでにそこのぬいぐるみに聞いておきたいんだが、共犯者が存在した場合はそいつも黒になるのか？
I didn't, yeah, accomplices. Would an accomplice actually become
で
blackened?
は答えましょう。
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
の際共犯者を味方につけることは可能ですが、卒業できるのは実行犯である黒い地名のみです。
That makes the concept of being an accomplice stupid, honestly, because when you killed someone, you go into the trial, and if you are not discovered as the killer, everyone but the killer is executed. This includes the accomplice. Why would you be an accomplice? It makes no sense. There is no incentive to be an accomplice unless you want to be executed, which I don't see a reason for.
つまり、いくら殺人を手伝ったところで共犯者は得しないのね。
じゃあ共犯者ってのはなさそうだな。
No, right, yeah, that's a good way of just... Yeah, we can never assume there's an accomplice, because it makes no sense.
犯人がそのルールを知らなかっただけなのかもしれないし。
Good point. We just knew about the rule a few seconds ago.
めんどくさいな、もう。ないない。今回の事件に共犯者はいないんだよ。
Thanks, Monokuma. I assume this is because it would be boring if we continuously argued about, but what about an accomplice? That does get boring in the long run when you're witnessing a funny trial. As Monokuma is doing. Not on purpose. Shouldn't have said that. Should not have said that.
とにかく僕は食堂には行ってないし、包丁なんて持ち出してないんだよ。
As I said many a times, I'm innocent.
僕は犯人なんかじゃないんだ。
だったら包丁を持ち出したのって誰なのかな。
Good question.
食堂にずっといた朝比奈さんなら可能でしょうけど。
Yeah, no. Hina is the most obvious knife collector.
違う、私じゃないっけ。
But it would also be weird to actually admit to the knife disappearing during a tea break.
それを証明 命する人物はいるのですかな？
Thanks, Sakura.
昨日の夜食堂で紅茶を飲んでた時、私はずっとさくらちゃんと一緒だったんだよ。
That would have been nice to know already that Sakura also was there to witness that I was no and had a knife.
念のために聞いとくけど、さくらちゃんってですよね。
Leon, we have been here 4 days now, and you still don't know everyone's name. Was I the only one who actually went around greeted literally everyone and has tried to talk with literally everyone whenever I can because I am very nosy?
じゃあ朝日奈っちとオーガのどっちかがこっそり包丁を持ち出したんじゃねえのか？
それはありえないよ。だってその
Also, I'm fairly certain that if Sakura was the one using the knife, the scene wouldn't be just a tiny stab wound to the abdomen or that big struggle. It would have ended way, way quicker.
あんたよ。昨晩我は朝日奈の部屋に泊まったのだ。
Oh,
変な映像を見せられたせいで怖くなっちゃってさ、さくらちゃんに無理言って泊まってもらったんだ。
that's sweet.
だからそもそも私たちにはアリバイがあるんだって。
泊まったって校則違反じゃない？
It doesn't. It only prevents you from not sleeping in a dormitory.
個室以外で寝ることは禁止されてたけど、他人の個室で寝ることまでは禁止されてなかったから、だから問題ないってことなんじゃないかな。
問題ならある。不健全ではないか。男女が一つの部屋に泊まるなど。
Kiyotaka, I feel like you should become a bit more observant or at least converse more with fellow students.
女だが
失礼した。
Well, I will give it to Kiyotaka. He immediately went back on his well, not went back on his word, but he immediately apologized, realizing his own very big blunder.
ですが、食堂にいたあなた方でもないとなると、もう他の可能性は。
いや、まだ可能性はあるはずだ。そうだろう、朝日奈。
実はね、私たちが食堂にいる間、他にも一人。
なぜそれを先に言わん？
Who is the person?
だってもうここにいない人だから。
Ah. Not here anymore, so that would either be Junko or Sayaka, and with how things are going, I will assume this is Sayaka. Someone who's not here. What are you talking about?
前園さやかちゃん、食堂に来たのは殺された彼女だよ。
She had a knife. Interesting. Sayaka. Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Clearly it was Monokuma. It has to be Monokuma. None of us killed anyone. Oh, I have a timer. I have a timer. I can use this rant for timing. Monokuma has to do this, because none of us would ever kill anyone. Of course, we are all perfect students. No, actually, we're not perfect students at all, are we? And it's not Hina, because Hina was with Sakura the entire time. Sayaka doesn't have alibi. Monokuma doesn't need an alibi. Why wouldn't Monokuma grab a knife? Monokuma has a gun. And the entire school.
包丁を持ち出したのも前園さん。
そうとしか考えられまい。
Well, then, currently, that line of evidence kind of ends up in just an end of road. Dead end, that's what it's called. Until we at least figured out all the other roads.
それに今になって考えてみれば、あいつの言動は何か妙だった。食堂に来るなり、あいつは我らに見向きもせずに厨房へと入っていった。
Laser focus on kitchen.
水を飲みに来ただけだと言っていたが、おそらくその時に。
If she also grabbed an apple, I would kind of think of it, just wanted to peel an apple in the room.
では包丁を持ち出したのは被害者である前園くん自身だったのか。
Yes, thank you for saying the obvious, Kiyotaka. It was the victim who took the knife.
人ご信用にしようと。
Yes, self-defense.
つまり前園は自分で持ち出した包丁を犯人に奪われ、それで殺されたんだな。
That is the last thing you want with your self-defense weapon. Be, well, the murder weapon of you. Which is why, if you have a self-defense weapon, make sure it's one you are willing to be killed with. In my case, I do not want a ginormous pink unicorn. Mostly because I don't want the ginormous pink unicorn to be the reason I died, nor force it to have committed a murder. That's only the main reason. I don't want the unicorn to be blamed for murder. It's a unicorn, it shouldn't be. Unless you go by the statement of how unicorns may or may not actually be very bloodthirsty. In that case, run away as fast as you can if you see one, because it's probably coming for you.
包丁を持ち出していないからといって容疑が晴れたとは言えないわけだ。
Oh, right, yeah. I haven't proven that I didn't kill her with the knife evidence now. Whoops. I could have just taken it from her. Well, we haven't proven that yet. We have just proven that the knife line doesn't disprove it. But the knife line doesn't prove it directly either. Thanks, I guess. If I don't do something, you're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't you understand? If they convict me, everyone's going to die, including me. Thank you, person who still, I am fairly certain, knows exactly what's going on. Most bewildering. Would that be the cleaning of the room? Oh no, wait, yeah, actually. Thinking about it, the bathroom door was broken out, the doorknob at least was broken in an attempt to open the door. I wouldn't, well, Makoto wouldn't need to do that, because Makoto knows how to open said door. You twist the knob and lift it up. I remember. Oh, also, all the hair, I assume. Yeah, that would be all the hair, because removal of all the hair is kind of suspicious, especially if it's your own room. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. I don't know what this is. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. We'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Oh dear. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Oh no, I have to spell. Use the mouse to aim and press the left mouse button to shoot the side letters. Aha. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. No! If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been... Something that should have been as a theme, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. We can just figure out what that is. Something is. Okay, gun time, gun time. Hangman's Gambit. Focus. I. H. H. Oh, right here. Oh, I have to. Oh no. Here. Are. Here. It's here. There was no here. I didn't realize I had to shoot them multiple times, but I assume that's because you might not want to have accidentally misfire. There wasn't a single hair on the floor. No, wouldn't be suspicious. It's more suspicious to have no hair.
りますな。
だったらどうして髪の毛が落ちてなかったんだよ。
もちろん犯人が掃除したからよ。自分がその部屋を訪れたという痕跡を消すためにね。
Am I innocent now? I would like to be innocent.
そう、犯人が部屋の持ち主だとは考えられないのよ。
Yes, it makes no sense.
苗木君は犯人じゃない？
Thank God, I finally realized I'm innocent.
たかが髪の毛だけで決めていいのか。
Yes, we can decide that on here.
いいえ、苗木君が犯人じゃないって根
These are
拠
good enough.
他にもあるわよ。
Ah, other reasons.
聞
Fantastic.
かせてもらおうか。
現場となったシャワールーム周辺の状況を。
Yes, the bathroom door.
舞園さんは最初に部屋で襲われ、その後シャワールームに逃げ込んだのよね。
犯人はその後を追ってシャワールームに入った。そこであの女を刺し殺したんだ。
その時犯人はすんなりとシャワールームに入れたのかしら。どういう意味ですか？犯人はシャワールームに入る際、かなり手こずったんじゃないかしら。その証拠だってはっきりと残っていたはずよ。苗木君、
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is... Now, here's the thing. One would think it would be the bathroom doorknob that proves that they struggle getting in. But I think, in fact, it is because of the burnt shut. Oh, stupid, I don't see a reason to actually even make a false statement for that. The time is running out. Oh no. Yes. Doorknob.
犯人が手こずった証拠ってシャワールームのドアノブのことだよね。
ドアノブがどうしたんだべ。
壊されてたんだよ。僕の部屋のシャワールームのドアノブがさ。
Someone doesn't know how to use a screwdriver.
上の部分のネジが外れてドアノブが取れかかってるでしょ。
本当だ。でもどうしてドアノブなんかが。犯人がシャワールームの鍵を壊そうとしてドアノブごと外したのよ。これが苗木君が犯人と考えられない根拠。もう一つの部屋の持ち主ではありえない行動よ。
自分の部屋のドアを壊すはずねってか。でも壊すしかねえんだったら壊すだろ。ありえねえってほどじゃねえだろ。
そう、まだわからないのね。だったらもう一度事件の流れを振り返ってみましょうか。そうすればきっとわかるはずよ。
Tom is very smug right now, since they know everything and has no intention of telling us. They can just string us along slowly but surely, revealing bit by bit, showing how much cleverer they are. Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key pointer? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would like to hear more? Yes, please. I need more. From here on out, the number of weak point spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily fake. Use your truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but it also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. I'm ready to slow down time. Bathroom door frame. Let's go.
事件は苗木君の個室で起きた。
Yes, that is true. It took place in my room.
最初に部屋で襲われ、
That is true.
その後シャワールームに逃げ込んだ。
Probably true.
犯人はその後を追ってシャワールームに入ったんだ。
Yes, got into the
その
bathroom.
時犯人がドアノブを壊したんだろ。シャワールームには鍵がかかってたからな。
No. You can't lock the doors! They cannot be locked. It's a boys' room, not a girls'
僕の部屋
room.
のシャワールームが開かなかったのは鍵のせいじゃないんだよ。
Ah. And because the nameplates had switched, whoever tried to kill her didn't know it wasn't a girl's room. So, as if they knew it was Makoto's room, they wouldn't think it could be locked. They thought it was a girl's room. Thereby it can be locked. I'm getting this case slowly but surely.
だってシャワールームに鍵がかかるのって女性の部屋だけだったはずでしょ。
そういえばそうだったな。
じゃあ苗木君の部屋のシャワールームはどうした？
ドアの立て付けのせいなんだ。
は？ドアの立て付け？
僕の部屋のシャワールームはドアの立て付けが悪かったんだ。それはそこのモノクマが証人だよ。
はい、その通りでございます。
Makuma's a witness once more, the second time in this trial actually. First one obviously the very important of there is no accomplice.
でも超高校級の幸運であるはずの苗木君の部屋だけ立て付けが悪いなんて。
I mean, currently that is extremely lucky though, because this is very powerful evidence.
全然幸運じゃないし。
But yes, I still don't believe I'm the ultimate lucky student. I am most definitely the ultimate average student.
シャワールーム
I
の
prefer
ドア
that
が開か
title.
なかったのは立て付けのせいだった。でも犯人はそれを鍵のせいだと勘違いした。だからこそドアノブごと鍵を壊そうとしたのよ。ですが犯人はどうして鍵がかかっているなんて勘違いをしたのでしょう。男子の部屋のシャワールームに鍵がかからないことは私たちの全員が知っているはずですけど、犯人がそう勘違いしたのは現場に関する重要なことを知らなかったせいよ。
Now it's the switching of the nameplates. One important detail. Something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked. Which means the important detail the killer didn't know was the crime took place in Saika's room. The crime took place in my room. They had no clue. They were a fool.
犯人が現場が僕の部屋だってことは知らなかったのか。
犯人が現場を知らないなんて前代未聞ですぞ。
And we can also see that entering Makoto's room wouldn't put them off, because they've only seen their own room. Well, if there were a girl that did a murder, then I would assume they would be kind of suspicious. But if it's a boy that did it, then they would just think, yeah, no, this is how the room's supposed to look, because they're slightly different, because colors. But if you have only seen one, and then there another one and it's the exact same, you'll just think, ah, they're all the same. My theory, the murderer is a male. And that male is not Monokuma, unfortunately, even though I want that to be the case.
だけどもう少し正確に言えば犯人が知らなかったのは苗木くんと舞園さんが部屋を交換していた事実。そのせいで犯人は勘違いしてしまったのよ。舞園さんがいた部屋を彼女の部屋だとね。
だからシャワールームには鍵があると思い込み鍵を壊しにかかったのだな。
それが無意味な行動とも知らずにか。
最終的には力ずくで開けたのかひょんなことから開いたのかはわからないけど犯人は相当混乱したはずよ。結局ドアが開いた理由もわからずじまいでしょうし。
何にせよ実に回りくどい行動だ。ありもしないドアの鍵を壊そうとするとはな。
It is very pointless to break down a door that isn't locked. Then again, you could also have a door that isn't locked, but it is still completely sealed. That door wasn't, but it can be the
ドア
case.
が開かない理由を知っていた僕ならそんなことするはずないよね。
確かにそうかもしれんな。
Then again, if you're really clever, you would obviously break it down, because that would put evidence away from you. It would prove that you possibly couldn't, because you wouldn't be that stupid, right? I am proving a case against myself now.
じゃあ
That's not good.
犯人って部屋の交換を知らなかった人なの？
鍵は当てはまらないじゃない。
That's what I've been trying to tell you. Everyone, you're stupid!
犯人は誰だっつうんだ？
I don't know that.
すまんが拙者はお手上げでござる。
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving. I'm sorry, you really would like to save. You don't want to lose your progress. Because you might return, even if it might be in 7 years or something like that.
このまま犯人が決まらなかったらどうなるの？
よし、とりあえず多数決で決めよう。
Yes, now that we're disproven the only person we all thought it was, let's just all vote immediately. Yotaka, I don't believe you have been in many trials before. Or watched any. This ain't good.
とりあえずでいいんだ。
つうか、この状況ってやばくねえか？リアルな話、誰か何とかしてくんねえと。
どんな些細なことでも構いませんわ。どなたか疑問に感じていることはないのですか？
疑問ならあるよ。
Ooh, a
あ
question.
なたですか？
なんで残念そうなの？
朝比奈くん、いいから話したまえ。
そうそう。そもそも犯人はどうやって苗木の部屋に入ったのかなって思ってさ。
Actually, I've been wondering that myself. How did the culprit get into the room? Because the only way they could get in is by being let in by Sayaka herself. After all, the doors are very well made.
なるほど。犯人が現場に入った方法か。
内園が部屋の鍵を落として、それを犯人が拾ったんだろ？
I mean, in theory, you wouldn't be able to get into the room then.
そんなに都合よく落とすとは思えんが。
At least if you take into consideration that Sayaka most likely locks the door after leaving the dormitory room. At least that's what I would do.
じゃあピッキングとか？
Oh, these doors most definitely cannot be picked. I'm sorry, Chihiro.
いや、鍵にはピッキング防止加工があったはずだ。
They're unpickable.
ではお答えしましょう。犯人はもっと簡単に入ったのであります。つまり来訪者のふりをしてやってきた犯人を舞園さん自らが招き入れたのです。
いや、それはないよ。
ほう、随分と身の程知らずがいたもんですな。この僕に反論するとはね。
He's giving very much a "You dare challenge me, peasant." Kind of style now. Interesting. Time to crush Hitomi.
どうし、どうしてないって言い切れるんですか？
I'm next to you, not in front of you. He sees me. He sees through the 2 dimensions and into the 3D world. No wonder he dislikes it. The reason there's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room. I already have the answer. Bidip, 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 bidip. Do I have the answer? Switching rooms, I assume. But a night of a murder, Makoto and Sayaka traded rooms in room keys. When the victim was discovered, Makoto's room found Sayaka. Would it be this? I'm trying this. I don't know what else it would be. Because Sayaka was already scared. Okay, not sure how he was connected to that, but it was. Interesting. Since Sayaka was scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place. It makes perfect sense. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, then what's the point of even switching?
そう言っていた彼女が自分から鍵を開けたとは考えられないよ。
彼女が怯えていたこと自体が嘘だったとしたら
A lie from someone who was extremely good at putting up a face as if it was a mask at all times and could even show a face without no emotion whatsoever and really good at manipulating people. No, never. I'm starting to suspect Sayaka a bit here.
何言ってんだよ。どうして彼女がそんな嘘を。
苗木君にとっては考えたくない可能性でしょう。
Look, I cut her off. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two, in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. See my room, check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Okay, Sayaka. Interesting. This was on the notepad. Was this on my notepad? Because if it was on my notepad, I feel like I would have noticed it if I looked at it that he has been scribbling on it. But no, apparently I did not, because I didn't think it was necessary to look at, but apparently it was. Interesting. I don't know where this is going. So Sayaka invited whoever came to the door themselves. Yes, and detective shows.
メモに字を書くときはメモ帳から破った後で書かないとって。古い手法だけど意外と古典の役に立つものね。ちなみにこのメモ帳が置いてあったのは大義くんの部屋のデスクの上よ。つまりこのメモを受験前に残せたのは大義くんの部屋に入ったことのある人物だけ。
And it wouldn't be me, because my writing would not be that neat. I assume my writing is average.
これはあなたが書いたものかしら。
違うけど。
そうでしょうね。このメモには舞園と読めるサインも書いてあったみたいだし。
Then that note, Ayaka wrote it.
どうして彼女がそんなメモを？
彼女はある人物を呼び出そうとしていた。
Certain someone.
このメモを使ったんじゃないかしら。
Who could this certain someone be?
このメモを部屋のドアの隙間から入れることで、その人物をこっそり呼び出そうとしたのよ。
超高校級のアイドルにそんな風に誘われた君は男子なら一高ですな。
I'll be honest, I probably would. It would be very weird to be invited into someone's room. I would probably want to meet in a social setting instead. Paper, for me. I don't trust anyone. Hey for me. Different reasons, but still. Good, I guess.
そのメモで呼び出された人物なんて本当に存在するのでしょうか。存在するとしてもその人物が事件に関係しているとは思えませんわ。どうして？聞いていただけますか？
Celeste, what do you have to say?
お話しして差し上げましょう。
Oh, we're having another round. Okay, bullet, door nameplates. Okay. I'm ready. Yes, we switched rooms. Yes. Yes, my room. Uh-huh.
その人は前園さんの部屋に行っちゃうんだ。苗木くんがいた前園さんの部屋にです。
Uh-huh.
つまり呼び出された人物がいたとしても
I should probably have shot the last line, actually.
事件とは関係ないはずです。
Can we go back to that one?
なるほど、確かにそうかもしれんな。
Okay. The reason the killer went to my room and not Sayaka's, despite what the note said, must be because... Ah, and then I can go through it again. Then control to skip you. Aha! Boom! Counter! Ooh, right. I assume it was correct.
僕の部屋と前園さんの部屋はネームプレートが交換されてたんだよ。
ネームプレートがそう、部屋の交換と同じようなね。そのせいで苗木くんがいた前園さんの部屋は苗木誠のネームプレートになり
Well, name and chibi version of.
前園さんがいた苗木くんの部屋は前園さやかのネームプレートになっていたの。
つまり前園さやかのネームプレートの部屋には本当に前園がいたということか。
じゃあそのメモの通りに行動しても 前園さんがいる苗木くんの部屋には行けたんだね。
しかも2人の部屋は隣同士。ネームプレートを入れ替えるのはうってつけだった。じゃあそれをやったのは誰なのかしらね。もちろん苗木くんじゃないのよね。
そんじゃ誰がやったっつんだよ。
The only one person who could have switched the nameplate was the killer, me, Fag. Well, if the killer was invited into the room, according to the nameplate, it would make no sense. Saga! Once more, the culprits are in action. Suspicious. And they wanted to be my assistant? Ah.
ネームプレートの交換ができたのは僕以外には前園さんしかいないはずだよ。
そのことは彼女が残したメモの文面からも推測できるわね。
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes. Come see my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong route. Okay. Yeah. Definitely had to switch the nameplates to make sure that whoever they wanted to talk to went to the right room.
呼び出した人物に対して部屋のネームプレートを確認しろと言っている。
So currently, Sayaka acted terrified to me to make us switch rooms. Then wrote a note to someone about the switch rooms, telling to meet in 5 minutes into the new room as they switched nameplates as well. But at some point they also grabbed a knife. Now I assume the knife was grabbed before the switching of the rooms, because when Sayaka went to my room and I was terrified and all that, it was moments before nighttime, which I assume Aoi and Sakura would no longer be in the cafeteria and would actually venture in to go to bed themselves. Sayaka was already then armed. Why would Sayaka need to be armed? Especially if they already did a other countermeasure. Sayaka, did you have some maleficent intent? Perhaps.
ネームプレートの入れ替えをしていなければ書けない言葉よ。
でもどうして前園さんはネームプレートの交換なんかをしたの？
苗木くんとの部屋の交換を隠した上で自分のいる部屋に人を呼びたかったからよ。
Ah. And now I have theory. Big theory. Simple theory. Sayaka removes all evidence of hair in the room. Of course, it removes all of Makoto's hair, but also Sayaka's hair. Sayaka was never in the room with that evidence. Invites someone to the room, kills them. Later on, switches the room back. Who is the suspicious target? Once more, Makoto is the one who is suspected of murder. But it possibly couldn't be Sayaka, because Sayaka's been so nice on my assistant and everything, and would probably try and help to supposedly prove my innocence. But eventually leading to me being proven guilty. And then Sayaka would be roaming free. At least that's my theory. Sayaka, are you a horrible person by chance?
部屋の交換を隠した上で人を呼ぶってそんなことして何の意味があんの？
You killed him.
それについて知るためには彼女がその人物を部屋に招き入れた後、
Ooh.
答えは
What
そこ
happens
に
in
あ
the
るは
room?
ずだから。
その後に起きたことか。おそらく舞園くんに呼び出された人物がそこで彼女に襲いかかり。
If we assume it is a male that ended up killing her due to the locked room and all that, and not being suspicious of the change in scenery, then they wouldn't have attacked her immediately, because then I don't believe there would be that much struggle in the room.
なんと犯人が判明してしまったぞ。呼び出された人物が犯人なのだ。
Ingenious, Kiyosaka. You are beyond smart.
そいつが誰かが問題なんだろうが。
あの部屋では最初に前園さんと犯人の争いがあったのですよね。もしやそこでの争いの中に先ほどの問いの答えがあるのではないですか？
Ah, the initial struggle.
ええ、その通りよ。
So whoever was attacked most likely actually grabbed the sword for self-defense, I will assume then. Not maybe understanding completely that it's a sword that can be taken out of sheath, swung it around to begin with. Maybe that's why it's scratches, or maybe just use the sheathed sword as a shield to begin with, which is why it has marks.
そういえばあの現場には模擬刀が落ちていたな。
Yes, replica sword.
そこで
そういやあれって何なんだ？
It's a very fancy sword.
前園さんに勧められて僕が護身用に持って帰ったものなんだけど。
I still don't understand the reasoning of, yes, this replica sword that is quite heavy and covered in gold is probably very good for self-defense. There are many other things you can grab for self-defense. I don't believe a ginormous sword you don't know how to properly wield is actually that good.
きっと犯人はあの模擬刀で前園さんの右手首を骨折させたんだよ。
前園の骨折が模擬刀のせいって、なんでそんなことがわかんの？
Oh, that's because of all the gold. The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because... Now, this would either be because of showing the wrist. Yeah. I'm showing the wrist. It's either that or I have to show the sword because of the gold, but I'm showing the wrist.
それは骨折した前園さんの右手首を見ればわかるはずだよ。
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
右
It's
手
covered
首
in
に腫れ
gold.
ている部分に何かキラキラしたものがついてたでしょ。
Kira kira.
もしかして金箔？
Yes, that is gold.
あの模擬刀の金箔だよ。あの金箔って少し触っただけでもすぐ手についちゃうんだけど、それが前園さんの手首についてたってことはさ。
そこに模擬刀の打撃を受けたからだな。
Yes, Kyotaka. It's good that you're following along.
なるほどなるほど、真相に近づいてきた気がしますな。
よっしゃ、じゃあ一気に謎を解くべ。あの部屋で起きたことの一部始終を解明してやるって。
We have way more Yasuhiro to actually solve. What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes! There's even more. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? I think so. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Oh. But just like with weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. Okay, in other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spot to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullets to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Okay. I actually have to hold my hand on the keyboard at all times after all. Or you can use the mouse wheel. Never mind, I'm free. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. Ah. I see. I set that to mean, which means there's gonna be a lot of bullets. For a purpose this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Oh. Well, it's always gonna be mean from now on then. Well then, good luck and have fun. How many bullets are there? This is gonna be interesting and terrifying. Oh, 3. Replica sword sheet, kitchen knife set, and replica sword. Let's go. I have to analyze everything. When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack. And that's what broke Miss Meisener's wrist. So then she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too. And they killed her with it. That is... Okay. Let's see. That sword was used first, and then knife came out afterwards. Is that really the order of events that leads to some unexplainable details? No, I will assume the hilt is probably the proof I will use against the very first, well, sentence with the holes in it, because, you know, the hilt was struck. There we go. Replica sword sheet. I'm ready. Thought it wouldn't be a sword-based sneak attack if they had the hilt damaged. Plus, they wanted to go for a two-sword style, fighting style, but only had one sword and a hilt.
なんでだ？
模擬刀の鞘にある傷だよ。ほら、刃物で切りつけられたみたいな傷があるでしょ。
刃物って包丁だよね。現場にあった刃物って包丁だけだし。
幻想ゲームしてんじゃねえぞ。もっとわかりやすく説明しろや。
I'm sorry, Mondo. Okay, let's just sit down, have a calm, relaxing conversation to get you up to speed, and then we can continue, okay? No, he's still vibrating. He does not agree.
最初に模擬刀の攻撃があったとすると、鞘に包丁の傷があったことの説明がつかないんだ。だって模擬刀で襲いかかるなら刀を鞘から抜くはずだよね。
鞘をつけたままなんぞ重くて邪魔なだけだし、威力も半減だろうからな。
いや、どうして鞘に傷が？
Well, the shield is a very good shield.
いきなり包丁で襲われ、とっさの防御として模擬刀で受けたとしたら、刀を鞘から抜く暇なんてないよね。
つまり最初に模擬刀が使われたのは包丁の攻撃に対する防御のためだ。
Sayaka, did you try to commit a murder?
ということは、先に襲いかかったのは包丁を持った人物だったのですな。
分かったぞ。ではこういうことだな。
Okay, Kiyotaka, are you gonna claim that the culprit who entered the room pulled out the knife?
犯人はあの部屋を訪れた直後、
Yep.
そこに隠してあった包丁を見つけ、
Why would they find a knife accidentally when there's a sword lying wide in the open?
包丁でいきなり舞園君に襲いかかったのだ。そこで彼女はとっさに模擬刀で応戦したが、その模擬刀すらも奪い取られてしまい、
Sayaka really, in these theories, have a lot of weapons just taken from her.
模擬刀の一撃で骨折させられた後、とどめに包丁で。
いいえ、模擬刀で応戦したのが舞園さんだとは考えられないの？
なんで考えられねえんだよ。
舞園さんは模擬刀を手にしていない。それは彼女の体のある部分を見ればわかるはずよ。
Now that would be her palms. Because her palms has literally no gold on them. As she was in the shower with no gold on them and never given time to actually clean them. The only time you had to clean the hands would be after 7. Because that's when the water would be running again.
それって舞園さんの手のひらだよね。彼女の手のひらって綺麗なままだったし、模擬刀を手にしたとは思えないよね。
どうして手のひらを見ただけでそんなことがわかるの？
さっきも言ったけど、あの模擬刀の金箔ってちょっと触っただけでもすぐ手についちゃうんだよ。実際模擬刀の柄の部分は塗装がかなり剥がれていたでしょ。きっとあの模擬刀を使った人の手に金箔がついちゃったせいだよ。だからもし舞園さんが模擬刀を使ってたなら、彼女の手が綺麗なままなのはおかしいんだ。
シャワールームに逃げ込んだ時に洗い流したのかもしれないじゃん。
それはないの。
どうして言い切れるのよ。私がブスだから。
That is quite a leap in logic.
けどそうじゃなくて。
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because the water was Also, she's afraid of water. It makes perfect sense now.
舞園さんの死亡時刻は午前1時半頃だったはずだよ。つまり夜時間。シャワールームの水は出ないはずでしょ。
知らなかったわ。シャワーなんて一度も浴びたことないし。
Coco, this is day 4. And you have not taken a shower. This says a bit about your personality, I guess.
あんただって似たようなもんじゃない。ジャンブタニシの匂いがしてるわよ。
Rude.
褒められてるの？なされてるの？
It is an insult. You will be allowed to take it as a compliment if that for some reason works for you. If you really need that, I don't recommend it, but you may take it.
なされてんだろ。明らかに。
とにかく彼女が一度も模擬刀を手にしていないということは、つまり模擬刀を使ったのは犯人の方だったのだな。だとするとその模擬刀の鞘に包丁で傷をつけたのって
The one who damaged the sheet would have had to been the one without the sword, which was Sayaka.
愛沢さん、彼女が包丁を。
We have now concluded Sayaka initiated the attack.
だけどさ、確か最初に襲いかかったのって。
はじめに包丁を持った人物が襲いかかり、そのとっさの防御として模擬刀が使われたんだったな。
じゃあ最初に襲いかかったのも。
愛沢さん、
これで分かったでしょ。彼女は単なる被害者じゃなかったの。
Yes, it is the part that Kyoko wants us to understand. You come to a realization that, yes, Sayaka indeed tried to commit a murder. And, in my theory, blame us on it. But Kyoko, at this point, can't you then just continue and say all the answers instead of having me do it?
まるで自らが殺人を行おうとしていたようだな。
What?
あいつは厨房から包丁を持ち出し、そして自分が泊まる部屋に犯人を招き入れている。さらに先に包丁で攻撃を仕掛けたのもあいつなのだとすると、
確かにむしろ加害者のような行動だ。
そういえば苗木くんに部屋の交換を申し出たのは前園さんの方からでしたわね。もしかすると彼女が苗木くんに部屋の交換を申し出たのは苗木くんに自分の罪をなすりつけるためだったのかもしれませんわね。
愛沢さんが僕に。
ですがそう考えればネームプレートの件もしっくりきますわ。
Yes, this explains a lot of the actions that happened.
標的にした人物を自分が泊まる苗木くんの部屋に呼び寄せたかった。その部屋で殺人を犯すことによって疑惑を苗木くんに向けようとしたのです。
It's very nice to see my theory being proven correct.
ですがそのためには部屋の交換を伏せたまま標的を呼び出さなければならなかった。標的に部屋の交換がバレてしまえば間違いなく怪しまれてしまいますからね。
そのためにネームプレートを交換したって。
Of course, this entire Sayaka plan would have failed if, well, Makoto just came out of her room in the wrong time. Most likely she planned to commit a murder and then switch the nameplates back, as no one then could use that as evidence. And then afterwards, she would just have to make sure that she leaves the room when no one else would, well, be looking, and hope that the same thing happened with Makoto. As if not, that would kind of put up a contradiction. Just, why was Makoto in Sayaka's room during nighttime? During the murder?
ですが、その計画は危険すぎやしませんかね。
Yes, a little risky.
たとえ標的を殺すことに成功しても、その後、苗木誠殿が部屋の交換をばらしてしまったら。
Well, no, just telling that they switched rooms wouldn't have worked. But if he actually came out of the room and someone witnessed it, that is the gamble. Because that is a way smaller gamble.
それはどうかな。お人よしの苗木に舞園を切り捨てるような真似ができたとは思えんが、舞園もそう思っていたからこそ部屋の交換相手に苗木を選んだんじゃないのか。
それに彼女は超高校級のアイドルよ。冴えない苗木と国民的アイドルの前園の主張、普通ならどちらの主張を信じるかしら。
I mean, just because you're a national superstar doesn't mean that you're more believable.
では彼女はそのことも計算に入れて
Very crude of Saya.
マジかよ
ですがそんな彼女の計画も失敗に終わった包丁で襲いかかった際彼女は模擬刀の反撃を受けてしまいそこで右手首を骨折し包丁を落としてしまったのでしょう
そして標的であったはずの人物によって逆に殺されてしまった。
ちょっと待ってよそんなはずないよだってさ
ねえねえなんだか議論が脱線してない
Monokuma is growing bored of this conversation.
そんなセピア色のお話なんかよりもさほら早く黒を決めちゃわないと
And now Monokuma is blushing.
時間切れで全員お仕置きなんてことになったら大変でしょ
You say that, Monokuma, but according to my theory, you would very much prefer that we always find a culprit. Because as long as we find a culprit, your entertainment continues.
そうだべまずは犯人を決めねえと
All the dots.
今は謎の解明に集中して前園さんを殺した犯人を突き止めなければ
Is it really all over? Well, no, it's not over. We have to find the culprit. Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her. What can I do? Well, we have evidence. There's still the trash room, the dying message. Is there anything else? No, trash room and dying message are the only two ones I can actually remember at this point. I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. No, I just mentioned the clues. Makoto, listen to your head. I am in your head telling you. Round in circles again. Let's go. Crash duty, I was count dying message. I was accounting to use for this, so trash duty and trash duty. It's easy, just say who decided it, but just on any more clues, right? All clues we've been found up to this point. Okay, no. We really have time for all that. Yes, if we don't find anything, we're gonna die. Wait, no. Hold on. That's right, there is still a clue left that can lead us to who killed her. Saika left it behind. Oh, dying message. Okay, it is the dying message. Dying message. I'm gonna use it on this one. But just aren't any more clues. Yes, there is. Boo. Counter. There's a dying message. We still haven't touched upon the trash room, which I feel still is weird, but you know. There still might be one clue left. So one thing I have to remember for all these discussions is that I have to make sure that I listen to the entire thing, because Makoto might actually give me a very good hint to which one it is if I'm split between two also. Might as well get the entire conversation. Dying? Wait, what did you say? Oh right, yeah, Makoto said dying message.
1103って書かれた字文字あそこに犯人の手がかりがあるはずよ
その前に聞いておきたいのですが
Yes?
そもそもその字文字は本当に前園さんが書いたものなのですか
Ah, we have to prove that she wrote it. Very well. Bring out your finger once more. Her fatal... There's no question that Saika wrote that message. I can prove it with her fatal wound. She had a fatal wound. She was dying. Thereby, it was a dying message, so it is hers. No, that doesn't prove anything. The right wrist proves it, as it was fractured, which would make it hard for her to write. But her left index finger had blood on it, so I guess that's evidence. Of course, it having blood on it doesn't actually say much. But it being the only finger with blood on it, that says a lot.
彼女はその前の争いで右手を骨折していたはずだ。それで左手で書いたのだな。
Have we proven whether or not she's left or right-handed? I feel like you just take the assumption that she is, in fact, left-handed. No, right-handed, without even thinking about it, but sure.
その11037ってどんな意味なの？
I don't know, I didn't have time to ask Chihiro.
数字のことならその
Ah, we asked Chihiro. Yes.
プログラマーなんだろ？
I mean, I know a little bit about this stuff, but I don't know what those numbers would be.
全然なんだよね。どうやってもこの数字列に意味を見出せなくて。
Yeah, I kind of feel that. Would be where that led.
当たり前よ。だって数字じゃないもの。
Not numbers.
な
Oh.
んだか
Is it lead speak? Well, no, it still would be numbers in lead speak, technically.
どうした？
いえ数字じゃないと思って見てみますと、この最初の文字って11ではなくてアルファベットに見えませんかね。
Oh, there's a slight line between the two ones. Which, well, that would make it an N. So, no 3-7. Note? Nwet. Interesting.
中央の線がかすれてるせいで11だと思ってたけど、これって N とも読めるね。
Yes, it is an N. Hiro, stop vibrating. It's not good for you.
おお、珍しくまともなこと言ったな。
灰色の脳細胞が冴えておりますぞ。
Oh no, it's spreading again. Hit me and started vibrating now.
だが最初の文字が N だとしても N037
Number 37.
には通らんぜ。
Don't know.
時計回りにひっくり返すのよ。
What? Huh? Wait, oh. I see, yeah, because if you flip that image upside down, a 7 would be an L. A 3 would be an E. 0 or O would still be an O. It's Leon, doesn't it? Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
ここに書いてあるのは犯人の名前だったんだよ。
Well, that explains a bit of Leon's actions from time to time.
飛ばして犯人の名前？
Leon seems very much confused with certain parts of the scenario, like, what? The nameplates were switched? When I spoke to him earlier. Very confused about that part.
誰よ？誰の名前が書いてあるの？
She wrote Monokuma. Oh, wait, no, she didn't. I just want that still to be the case. Saga's dying message reveals the real killer's name. Select someone. Me! No. Sayaka. No. Yo, no. It was Junk. Sakura, Kyoko, Mondo, Aoi. What do you mean I can't select Monokuma? Okay, so it wasn't Monokuma. We have confirmed that now. Have I? Oh, okay, he is. I didn't know Leo was that close. Sure. Well, Leon! Hello! I target you.
謎を解く鍵は時計回りの回転にあったんだ。このダイイングメッセージを時計回りに180度回転させてみると、アルファベットの LEON って文字が見えてくるんだよ。
Leo.
桑田君の名前で。
He's in shock. He's starting vibrating now. No, never mind, he's cured. Just a coincidence, of course it is.
そう見えただけだって偶然の産物だっつうの。
いいえ、偶然なんかじゃないよ。彼女は壁にもたれかかった体勢で、背後の壁にメッセージを。
She wrote in reflection. Or looking down on it.
おそらく手だけを背中の後ろに回した後ろ手の状態で
I mean, also, when you're writing a dying message, you kind of want to write it in a way that the killer can't actually interpret it, because that would be a problem.
そんな体勢で書いてしまったせいで正面から見ると180度ひっくり返った形になってしまったのよ。実際に自分で試してみるといいわ。その状態で書くと字が反転してしまうはずだから。
Well, not if you intentionally invert them. Now, Leon, your big mistake here was not thinking that whatever was written on the wall behind your victim could be used against you later. Because if you realized that, they wouldn't suspect you now, probably. Ah, now we move on to the trash room. The evidence trying to get rid of. So, button-up shirt was burned, so I assume it was along with a full set of clothing, perhaps covered in blood. And it was then put into the incinerator, and the incinerator was turned on. But it was blocked off with roughly 30 meters from the incinerator to the gate. So it had to be tossed, or somehow sent to the incinerator, and then turned on with the very crystal glass ball, which then, I assume, got crushed because it was tossed. And Leon was a baseball player, or pitcher, I assume. Well, no, he was shown hitting with a bat, so was he originally a batter or was he originally a pitcher? I don't know. The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. I know what it was. It was... Aoi. Hang on. He tried to get rid of Aoi, clearly.
おそらく犯人は舞園さんを刺し殺した際返り血を浴びたんでしょう。
Some of her blood.
その返り血を浴びたワイシャツを処分するためにそれを焼却炉に放り込んだのよ。その際に燃えかすを残してしまったのですね。
I mean, with the fact that we never investigated anyone else's rooms, they could also just have hidden it in their own room for a little while. Just no one would suspect it, because no one would go there to check.
きっと犯人も気づいていなかったはずよ。気づいていたらもっと慌てているはずだもの。そうよね、桑田君。
Yeah, he clearly didn't notice.
そのワイシャツだけで桑田レオンを犯人だと断定できるのか。
Well, the fabric alone isn't. Hi, Bjellon! I'm doing great. I have disproven that I am, in fact, a killer. They no longer believe that. Unfortunately, I have proven some other problem things. And it, for once, is cooler. I also really like the, well, class trial, because it's a lot of voice acting, so I can listen to a lot of good voices. And I don't have to do all the voices all the time, which is a good rest for my throat, so I can keep them going longer than I usually do. And do tell me though if you feel like the voices in game are a bit low.
証拠品自体から割り出せなくても他の点から割り出すことができるかもしれない。
どうやら見えてきたみたいね。すべての謎の答えが。なんとなくだけど。
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. When it was disposed, where it was disposed, how it was disposed of. Yeah, how was it disposed of? That's fair. Hope you also enjoy the game.
そうか。なるほど。 俺には分かったぞ。トラッシュルームの鉄格子を開けなきゃ焼却炉には近づけねえし。
Yes, waiting is always the downside of certain games.
あの焼却炉のスイッチも押せねえはずだよな。
But then the waiting has been worth it eventually.
そんで、そのトラッシュルームの鍵は掃除当番が持ってんだったよな。つまり犯人は掃除当番ってことになるよな。
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use Incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves Leon is a real killer. He chucked the ball! No! It's a lot of hours, but worth it. I have a lot of bullets to use. Incinerator, yeah, whoever was on cleaning duty. No, it's not whoever was on cleaning duty. I assume it might be the Shattered Crystal Ball? Person in charge of the trash? You'd have to get close to Incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. If me, don't incarcerate yourself. That's not a good plan. Is it really impossible to have destroyed evidence without the trash room key? No, I'm sure there was another way. Yes. Not that part. Whoever wasn't. No, it wasn't. Person in charge. Nope. You don't have to get close, because someone chucked a crystal ball at it. Break.
ちょっと待って。掃除当番じゃなくても証拠を処分する方法はあったはずだよ。
だが鉄格子を開けなければ焼却炉の火をつけることはできんのだぞ。
いや、それが可能だったんだよ。これを。
割れちまってるけどガラス玉みてえな。
いや、水晶玉のはずだったんだけども。
Probably I say he was spending $1 million on a fake crystal ball.
これを使うってどうやって使うの？
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was divine with it. And he probably chucked it. Yikes.
犯人は鉄格子の隙間からこのガラス玉を投げたんだ。そうやって焼却炉のスイッチを押すことで焼却炉に火をつけたんだ。
鉄格子の隙間から投げた？
山田君は前に言ってたよね。
Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
鍵を持っていた山田君の知らないうちに焼却炉の火がついてたのは犯人は鉄格子を開けずに焼却炉のスイッチを押したからだったんだ。そうやって焼却炉の火をつけたところでそこに丸めたワイシャツを投げ込んだんだよ。
おい、何言ってんだよ。
犯人が鉄格子の中に入っていないことは証拠隠滅後の状況が物語っているわ。割れたガラス玉、つけっぱなしの焼却炉の火、燃えかすが残ってしまったという雑な処分方法。掃除当番の犯人はもっと丁寧に証拠を隠滅しているはずよ。
いや、ちょっと待てって。
でもさ、鉄格子から焼却炉までって10メートル以上は離れてたよね。そんな距離からガラス玉を投げてピンポイントでスイッチに当てるなんて、そんなこと本当にできるのかな？
そうだ、そんなの不可能に決まってんじゃん。
難しいかもしれないけど不可能じゃないはずだよ。
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer, because, well, the killer is the ultimate fanfic creator. Of course they can pinpoint hit a ball from a distance. Well, baseball star is a very obvious one, isn't it?
犯人は超高校級の野球選手だったから。そうだよね。 桑田君。
バカ言ってんじゃんねって
確かに超高校級の野球選手と称される彼なら10メートル先の的など大したことないでしょうね。
ふざけんな俺は犯人なんかじゃねえっつうのつうか今の推理だって全然間違ってんだよ
まだ認めないのね。だったら苗木君、もう一度事件を振り返って彼の犯行の全てを明らかにするのよ。
Excuse me, what?
それで終わりにさせましょう。
You seem to have it all laid out, Kyoko. Why do you keep relying on me for this?
何が終わりだってんだよ
桑田君、君が何と言おうと全ての謎はもう解けてるんだ。今回の事件の答えはこれだ。
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hammer? Yes, please. I don't know what it means. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. Okay. Interesting way of doing it. I like it. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth palette. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Thank you, narrator! Well then, good luck and have fun. Mind Palace, okay, let's just... Okay, so we... Oh, right, yeah, it's obviously read as a manga, so it goes from here and that way. But, well, first off, Sayaka pulled a knife. Then, as she attacked... sword. I feel like oh, there's way more evidence. Never mind. Remove the evidence I have used. That was wrong. I have 10 minutes to do this. Okay, let's just go to the very end and work backwards. That's somehow gonna work better for me, I feel like. Ooh, it's an entire manga. They grabbed the ball and tossed it. The button went green. But unfortunately, evidence was left behind from the cruel culprit. Okay, let's see. Where is information missing now? This... Wait, they went to Lint Roller, not Sayaka. Interesting. Okay, so... Sayaka already had written the dying message. When did Sayaka write the dying message? That would be when Sayaka wrote the dying message, I feel like. I don't know why it would be then. Would it be then that they furiously tried to open the door? Right, that's when they opened the door. Unarmed. Oh, right, it begins with them at the door. There we go. They entered to Sayaka's room. Sayaka was ready to kill them. Sayaka went for the attack. They had the sword behind them. They dodged first, had the sword, so they blocked the sword. They went on the attack back, which hurt Sayaka. Now they had a sword, and Sayaka was running around in danger. I know, she dropped the sword. What am I missing? How does this one go, though? That doesn't make sense. Trying to analyze... Wait, I could shoot these places. Let's just view. After Killer countered Sayaka's attack with an attack of their own, what did they do next? Okay, let's just him all the way back to the front again. This is when the lint roller was used, right? The killer used an item in my room to help dispose of evidence. My lint roller! But it was mine to use! And then they tossed the ball. Just turned that thing on. And then they wrapped that thing around. Which is... well, this thing. No, they tossed that one on. Ah, is there some evidence that isn't actually useful here? That might be it. I see. Just mentioning it, green is already there. Okay, if I take that into consideration, then that works better. She wrote her dying message. Is that it? Let's see. After he was stabbed, Saika used her last... yeah. Dying message. Let's see, because we already, we have the moment of trying to open the door, very annoying. We have there the dropping of the knife. Slightly, yeah, no, it's exactly that one. Put it for now. I've filled it all out now. Reenact! Hopefully it's correct. It took me half the time I needed. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. This is a really cool way of just having the closing argument of the entire case. Just forcing me to make a manga.
正確なコントロールで投げられたガラス玉は焼却炉のスイッチに当たり、そして焼却炉が稼働を始めた。こうして証拠を隠滅した犯人は安心し、すぐにトラッシュルームを後にした。だけどそこには誤算があったんだ。投げ込んだワイシャツの一部が焼却炉から焼け落ちてしまったんだ。そしてそれが決定的な証拠となってしまうことに犯人は気づくことができなかった。そうだよね、桑田レオン君。
Complete! I did it!
あのガラス玉は葉隠君がランドリーに忘れたものらしいけど、桑田君はシャツの血を洗い流そうと向かったランドリーでそれを見つけたんじゃないの。そしてその時今の方法を思いついた。
どうなの桑田君、何か
あるに決まってんだろうが。つうか今のって全部推論だろ。証拠がねえじゃねえか。証拠がいや証拠がなけりゃただのでっち上げだ。そんなもん認めねえぞ。
苗木君、だったら教えてあげるといいわ。彼が犯人だという証拠をね。あなたはその証拠を持っているはずよ。
I have the evidence. The first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Wait. I came to closing case and now I have a bullet time battle. Yes, please tell me more. Oh. That's a lot of colors. Sometimes during class trial, your opponent simply don't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. The trick is to headbutt them before they headbutt you. Aim for the nose. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB, by the way. Just all the abbreviations. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's segments in time with the rhythm. Oh, it's a rhythm game now. Okay. Good. Match your button presses with G tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock onto a opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Ah, interesting. Tempo up. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing of hitting each button, so watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At this point you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement, because you're always on with a gun. A figurative gun, but you get it. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail, and you'll all die. Well then, good luck and have fun.
犯人はシャワールームのドアノブを壊す際、その部屋にあったものを使わなかった。だとすると、犯人は何を使ったのかしら。
What did the killer use to take part Gorman? Now you're just resulting to name calling Leon, that's not good. And now you're just kind of freaking out. To show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Rhythm game! The moment of truth. Oh dear. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? How am I aiming? Ah, multitasking is not my strong suit. Did I lose? I failed. Yeah, no, Crow, yeah. Aha! Aha! Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say.
Uh-oh. Have we already come to the end of the debate? Well then, the class trial is officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's the blackened.
Okay, this just means that I failed now and they're gonna declare me and we all die. Apart from Leon. I have to figure out how that one game mode works, because that really confused me. No.
It would appear that the one with the most votes is Makoto, even though we have completely proven that Makoto didn't do it. Bit weird. However, Makoto is not the blackened. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. On the other hand, everyone else must now be punished.
No, it's fine. I can scum save. What do you say? Want to give it another shot? Yes, please. Please tell me that you send me back to where I failed. Okay, let's slowly go through the bullet time again. So, yes. What you said, will engage in a head-to-head battle, refer to bullet time, yes. Okay. You want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Okay, so match your button presses with each tempo marker. Yeah, so just continuously have the... Okay. Press the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Okay, so I just casually press that from time to time. Because I tried to press it and I missed, apparently, which I didn't understand. Do I press that also with the rhythm? Maybe. That might be it. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Okay. That's how I deal damage. And then the tempo up, yes, yes. And tempo down, which didn't help, I might add. And then the weak point, which just kind of casually shoot them. Which I assume from the thing it's telling me it's the toolkit. Which Leon was definitely used. They used their own toolkits to open the door. What else would you use? Couldn't use it. Well, the sword might actually have been used. Okay, we know this boss. Leon, breathe. It's important. Indisputable evidence. Okay, round 2 with rhythm games. My weakness. Well, one of my many weaknesses. I managed to do the FPS after all. Up, 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 up. Oh god. Ah. 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 Okay, I understand the game now. Rhythm, rhythm. I don't have time to read what he's saying. I can just feel that he's saying it. Ah. Don't tempo up now. I'm not ready for tempo up. Oh dear. Ah! Leon! Silence! No! Toolkit. Take that. Boom. I win! He did not like that. That's way easier than I would have actually understood what I was supposed to do. He clearly used a sword. I mean, I've used many other things that a screwdriver to unscrew screws. I don't hope it's that screwdriver near me.
使われた形跡なんてなかったんだ。
犯人は現場を苗木くんの部屋ではなく舞園くんの部屋だと思い込んでいたはず。
工具セットは男子だけに配られたものだから、その部屋にあるとは思わなかったんだろうね。
だったら犯人が使ったのって誰の工具セットだったんだろうね。
Yep, yep. Very much a crow.
犯人は自分に配られた工具セットを使ったはずだ。
He doesn't stop. It's very entertaining.
君の工具セットを見せてもらえないかな。その工具セットのドライバーには使用された痕跡が残っているはずなんだ。
Oh, he came to realization. He stopped his rant. Oh, I feel sorry for him.
もし別の用途で使ったというなら、どこでどんな使い方をしたのか説明してもらおう。
先に言っておくけど、なくしたなんて言い訳はなしよ。
Yeah, that's a man who's given up.
どうやら反論はできないようだな。
これで終わりのようですわね。
Oh, I got an A. Up to now, at least. Oh. Hey! My last part was a C, so it didn't go that well, but all in all, I got an A. Oh. Okay, so this is how I have tests. I don't have normal classes, I have investigation of murder. And then I get a grade. A for awesome, I'll take that. Because I can't actually, I don't know about a word I could use A for that would just take me as innocent. I'm awesome. I assume the max points is 1,000 maybe, or 999, either one. I got 92 medals. That is way more than I could find when I randomly searched everywhere, so that kind of explains how you can get a lot of those.
理論の結論が出たみたいですね。では、そろそろ投票タイムといきましょうか。
How much of the execution are we going to show?
お手元のスイッチで投票してください。あ、念のために言っとくけど、必ず誰かに投票するようにしてくださいね。こんなつまらないことで罰を受けたくないでしょ?
You get punished for not voting. Or is it just... yeah, if we don't actually catch the right person, we would also get screwed. That's fair.
では、張り切って参りますよ。投票の結果、黒となるのは誰か。さあ、どうなんでしょう。
Am I allowed to actually do the voting? Ooh, who is found guilty? The Barakuma vote. Drum roll. It's Leon! Congratulations! Pam 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 pam. Now what?
Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blacken in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I mean, we have been using the entire trial to prove this, and disprove ourselves. Of course he did. I don't believe it. Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you? I didn't have a choice, you say? I mean, you did the self-defense, then they locked themselves in the bathroom, and then you could have just left and told everyone, hey, someone tried to kill me, you know? They're crazy! It was kill or be killed! No, it wasn't. So that's why I killed her first! None of you are any different. One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this. I was just unlucky, that's all. Aha, so I am the ultimate lucky student. Yeah. Come on, you expect me to just accept my death? At this point, yes, it's you or everyone else, and I am one of everyone else. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, it'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came with really is the truth, and that truth is that Sayaka was trying to threaten me. But even if that's true, I'll say she was wrong. Hey, hold on. What? Makoto? After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. No, Makoto. Even with that video, her casually just framing us is not a valid reason. I know it's a bad place to be, but no. That is not to be forgiven. Even I couldn't handle what I saw. I mean, you say that, but you haven't tried to kill anyone. If I was her, and that video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped there, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. Once again, Sayaka, even after death, you haunt me, forcing me to do your voice. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I beat it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me and casually planned to murder someone and convict me and everyone else in this class to just die. How sweet of her. So, when she said, no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. That's why she talked to me in the first place. I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's...
Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. Seems so nice and lovely on the outside. But inside, he's descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing around with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But... that's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron. Strong enough, I was sure it would leave a bruise. If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoiding punishment, you did. Now then, since you're so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kubata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean... execution? Wait a second. I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her. Yeah, that's it. I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your room, which you could have locked yourself into. But then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong? You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder? No, that's not it. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You're closer to her than anyone, were you not? They killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leo is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. Why? If it weren't for you, it would never have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Uh-oh. Did you awaken your sense of justice? Well, it just so happened that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
Just shut up.
Okay, well anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please don't do this.
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for Leon Kawata, the ultimate baseball star.
No.
Let's give it everything we got. It's punishment time!
He's drooling. Oh, that's spitting. Ooh, animation. Cool. Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Ooh. It's this style again. And they're still all very flat. I love it. Oh, that's very far. In use. Oh. A baseball stadium. Oh, a stadium, but a scoreboard. And a pitching machine. Oh, that's a pitching machine. Oh. And we're just watching. Oh dear. Ow. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, that is a lot of blood force trauma. All over the body. And we're still just watching casually. I have to say, I love the pun. Love the pun. It really wasn't hard to pitch. That's a lot of balls. I ain't cleaning that. Oh, right, yeah, we all witnessed a murder. Again, actually. This was a bit more gruesome than the last one we witnessed, though, because the last one was instantaneous with spares. This one was actually prolonged. Yes, we need more puns. We saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, we can't call it that. What else could we call it?
Woohoo! Extreme!
Yeah, we could also call it extreme.
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I'll take it.
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizens like me through such a grueling ordeal? It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's a mistake. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I haven't tried, but... I mean, try it. Put a mile on a scale. It's not gonna give you a result you want to see. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't get free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't get free from the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure you'll learn all the mysteries of this school. Your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What are you trying to say? I feel like there's something deeper meaning hidden. There's some deeper meaning hidden in that. Just like before.
Anyway, let's get to the blackened punishment. That's what everyone's been waiting for.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment. Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear. Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out. I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that. Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. We can't ask her now. You can't ask her. You can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What? The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her. That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was. She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone, not deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leo, and keep moving forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths. I can never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations of her for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile. By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic. Huh? Kidding, I just have pretty good intuition. Chapter 1. To survive. The end. I did it! Oh, right, yeah, we have... Oh, 12 students left. That's a lot of students gone in just one fell swoop. To be continued in Chapter 2. They've got an item. User saved the Despair Bat. Despair Bat. Are you sure that's a present? I don't want it. Yes, save, please. And now we start with Chapter 2, which I will claim is a very good point to actually end this, because I've been going for a very long time. And even though I got a good break with the class trial, I have also talked a lot, and I can feel that my throat has now started to decide, hey, it's time for you to lose. So, with that, I will be ending it for today. And, well, if things goes as planned, I will probably continue tomorrow. Because I am very much into this game right now. So, why not? We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye! The stream is done now for the day. The nose house doors are closed. But look forward to another day when it all once more unlocks.